Often a lens that many photographers gravitate to when getting into a new camera system is the Nifty-50 range, meaning any sort of lens that, when converted to a full frame equivalent, is a 50mm. In Micro Four Thirds world, that would be a 25mm. And looking for a Nifty-50 or a 25mm for the Micro Four Thirds system, especially if you have a Panasonic Micro Four Thirds sensor camera, you will most likely run into the Panasonic Lumix G 25mm f1.7 Asph. It's a really cheap, good quality Nifty-50 that will get you started with almost any sort of photography, whether it's cars, street, portraits, landscapes. It's not the best for almost anything, but it is good for a lot of things. The reason for that being that the 50mm range is the closest equivalent to what the human eye sees. So, your photos will come out looking natural to the viewer. So how does this little Nifty-50 actually perform? Let's talk. Just to get it out of the way, this video is not sponsored by Panasonic in any way, shape, or form. I bought the lens with my own money, so, all opinions are my own. But first, getting into the size and the body of the lens itself. It is a tiny little thing. Well, Olympus has a smaller equivalent lens, but compared to the APS-C lenses that I'm used to, or especially full frame lenses, it's a tiny little thing. Being 5.8 centimeters by 5.8 centimeters and weighing just 125 grams, this will not weigh your kit down. The body is all plastic, which of course contributes to that light weight, but it leads to a somewhat cheap feeling overall. Because it is plastic all the way, but the smooth action of the focus ring, but the lack of any sort of rubber coating on that focus ring, it just creates this mixed bag of feelings for me regarding the actual feel of the lens itself. However, throwing it on your camera will get you a really compact sized kit to go out with. Of course, depending on your body, if you put it on something like a GH5, well, you can still get pretty small, but it's a hefty body for a Micro Four Thirds camera. And if you're looking to slap a filter on it, ND filters, anything like that, it is a 46mm thread. But enough about the physical qualities. Oh, and there's no weather sealing, if that surprised anyone. No rubber ring, nothing. But that's enough of the body. How does this little thing perform then? I've shot about a few hundred photos on the lens by now, and I must say it is a capable and versatile little thing. That 50mm range, of course, contributes to that real versatility, but combined with the aperture of f1.7, it does a lot to combat the biggest downsides of a Micro Four Thirds sensor, being the low light capabilities. I still wouldn't consider it even close to optimal for any sort of nighttime photography, but with a 1.7, you're at least getting there. The photos come out sharp and in focus and with minimal fringing. But while I found the distortion to be really well handled, something that was evident was vignetting. It's not heavy, but it is noticeable. Though with modern software, it is easily handled, so with a small correction, you're good. And sharpness, like I said, is very good at that f1.7, but it does get better if you stop it down to f2. So that's optimal, but I mean, we all know you're gonna go for the 1.7 anyway for that bokeh. And speaking of the bokeh, it is very pleasant. The bokeh orbs come out very nice and soft and round. Even towards the edges, though it does start to distort there a little bit. And though the pictures are sharp, it is sharpest, of course, in the middle, and it is sharpest at f2. f1.7 is good, excellent even, but f2 is where you get the sharpest photos and you get the best photos out of this lens. Edge sharpness tells the same story, so f2, f2.2, somewhere around that is the sharpest. 1.7 is a bit softer, but still very, very usable. Focusing also isn't an issue. I found that the Lumix G25 can easily keep up with the GH5, so it will find the target and it will stay on that target, as well as the camera can handle. But I can't really speak for breathing because in my testing there was a lot of it, but the GH5 tends to do that with almost any lens, so it's a bit here or there. Overall, the Lumix G25mm 1.7 Asph is a very capable and an easy recommend from me, because it's very cheap at under $200, and you could just slap it on any MFT body and you have a small, lightweight, good quality kit ready to go. Though if you're going out into the rain or something, then you want to go for something with weather sealing, because I have no faith that this would hold its water. But the quality of the photos that it produces and the versatility of that 50mm range combined with that aperture of 1.7 definitely makes it something that you can just slap on and you're ready for literally anything. If you want to check out the lens for yourself, I will leave a link in the description. Now, as always, that will be an Amazon affiliate link, so using it would support the channel. But if you don't want to use it, don't use it. You can find it on B&H Photo, for example, as well. If you have any thoughts or you agree or disagree with anything that I said, let me know in the comments below. Remember that liking the video helps out a ton. And other than that, I will see you all in the next one. Okay? Catch you later. Bye.